We are going to move on. Nikki Bella to AEW potentially. Earlier this week, the former Nikki Bella mentioned on a podcast that she recently considered reaching out to Tony Khan about making an in-ring return. However, Nikki eventually decided she would be unable to take time away from her young son, Mateo. Kane.
What's his name?
Mateo. Matteo. That's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Khan was asked about Nikki's comments during an appearance on the Battleground podcast and responded that he considers the Garcia twins like family. Khan said if Nikki Garcia ever wanted to come to AEW, I would be very interested in that. I think the world of it. I have so much respect for Nicole and Brie. They're like family to us because Brian is like a part of my family and that makes Brie and Nicole part of the family. I have so much respect for the both of them, and if Nikki was interested in coming to AEW, he would love to have... we would love to have to... it's all greyed out. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we'd like to have her around. Nikki Bella then. So would you have any interest in Nikki Bella turning up? Apparently she was inspired by Mercedes Moné's turn up in AEW recently.
Why would she turn up? I mean, she could make some good money, but I don't think she needs money. She's not looking for money. And if she turned up, no. This is what I think. She's been out of wrestling for 3 years, 4 years, more?
Full time, yeah. She's probably been out more. I think the last time that Nikki and Brie had an appearance was in the 22 Royal Rumble, which is only a couple of minutes, but yeah.
You know, making an appearance can be harmful.
Yeah.
In her other endeavors. Because if she gets back and if she doesn't fulfill the fans' ideas of her, she can actually do harm to her other career, more or less. And I think they're the way they think of themselves, you know, they would have to train, and they would train just not to embarrass themselves. Because after you get away from wrestling 3 years, 4 years more, you know, how you going to do if you actually, and I don't think she would even go there for a match. I don't think that, but she may be in a ring. So how would she look in a ring? There's a lot of thought goes into that. I don't think we'll see her back. I really don't, because she has no reason to come back unless Tony has a reason that she could help on, or Brian Danielson. What's the name he goes for?
No, it's Brian Danielson now.
Brian Daniels or Danielson?
Danielson.
Okay. So that was his first name, right?
Yeah. Well, Brian Danielson is his real name.
Okay. Unless it was to help him or something, you know, I don't think she'd even consider it. But good luck to her.
I like how she said that. Well, I think it was like Mercedes Moné's debut in AEW, like, inspired her. But like every other week since,
what inspires her? She did nothing.
She still hasn't done anything. She's still not wrestled. The AEW rankings she skipped to get a belt or whatever, but she's still not wrestled yet for it. All she's done is do promos.
Thank you.
Of which that is the weakest.
I love you. Oh God, you know. I don't get it. That really, she doesn't need money either. If she made all that money they were saying she was making in Japan, which she didn't, I don't think they're exactly stupid with their money. Now, unless Tony wants to give her some god-awful sum of money, like, why don't you just go back to the vault, just take handfuls of money and just start throwing it at her, you know, and whatever you pick up is yours, you know. So, but I don't foresee her being in AEW, and of course her being family. I guess being family in AEW is different than being family in WWE. We see how Vince treated his family and around them. So, but no, I don't. And I know both those girls, but they would always speak to me. They would always say, "Hi, Dutch. How you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. Very nice, very friendly. And they would go out of their way to say hello. And I always found them very pleasant people to be with.
Did everyone call you Dutch in WWE apart from Vince, who called you Zeb?
That was banned.
Really?
Yes. Vince never called me Dutch. He always called me Zeb because his belief is Dutch at that point was dead and Zeb was alive. And what he was saying was, if you keep calling him Dutch, you may be on an interview one day and just inadvertently say Dutch. And that was a no-no.
One more thing to add with this. The also missing in action Dr. Britt Baker, DDS, added on a separate occasion, any female wrestler right now, if they can say the Bella Twins didn't inspire you in some way, you're lying. So I hadn't realised that the Bella Twins were so highly thought of and so influential in the industry. Is that a generational thing? So I never watched Total Divas. So is it a Total Divas thing, or is it their appearances on TV?
Okay, well, I don't think they would inspire me because they weren't that. Their in-ring work wasn't anything special. They were two very attractive women, I'll say that. But what are you going to learn from the Bellas? They had good stuff in the ring. Yeah, it was pleasant, but I don't know if they could say, if you could call it inspiring. Well, I could if I was a WWE diva. But then if I said they weren't inspiring, then I'm just lying. Right? That's what you said. So if you want the term liar attached next to your name, if you're a female wrestler in WWE, just say that the Bellas didn't inspire you. And you can automatically join the Liars Club.